I will say my first experience with resumes was coming out of the military. Before the military, I had worked in things like fast food and retail, but it was always I filled out an application, and to a certain extent, there were some resume elements on there, but I never really had to put a resume together. Now, coming out of the military, I found it difficult. They had a lot of transition services for us becoming veterans. But my particular experience, I don't know if it's the same for everybody. And I think they've really improved a lot of their career transition services for vets. But at the time, my experience was that they really just focused on what I could not include in the resume. There's things that I just couldn't put on the resume, but no one really helped me with what that looks like. So then I went and bought resume books, and money was tight coming out of the military, so I couldn't just go out there and hire someone to write my resume. And I struggled with it. And in the beginning, I wasn't getting a lot of traction. I wasn't getting jobs. And finally, I was like, this is ridiculous. And I just started to use a little bit of my creative writing skills to write up and tell a little bit more of a story. This made me realize, because I started getting a lot more traction out of it, that the resume is not a history lesson. I mean, you'll hear me say that a couple of times, but it's the number one mistake that I see on resumes is people get so caught up in, what's the title? What dates did I work there? All that belongs on there. Then the bullet points are they read like just this job description. I did this, I did this, I did this. And, as I'm reading it, I'm like, yeah, but I don't know if you were any good at that. So I started viewing it as this is a marketing piece. How do I do this in a way that's really a marketing aspect for what I bring to the table and what I can bring to the table for the job?